Taking a live look right now on our Valley Sky Cam in Fargo. The rain just starting to move into the metro area. It's already been moving through parts of the valley this morning. We'll get a full update on our forecast for this morning and the rest of the day coming up in just a couple of minutes with meteorologist Lisa Green.
Hi again and good morning, everyone. Thanks for waking up with the Valley today. I'm Lisa Badeau here with Kyle Bosch. Just getting started with our nonstop news and weather to the top of the hour. And we start now with breaking news. Police in Grand Forks are investigating an overnight business break-in. They say someone living heard glass breaking and saw 4 people running away from Infinite Vapor around 3 a.m.
Officers ended up finding glass windows to the business broken out, and they say people had gained entry and taken merchandise. Now, a canine officer was called in to help track the suspects' movements, but no arrests have been made yet. Anyone with information about the incident is asked to contact Grand Forks Police. Their number up on your screen right now, 787-8000. Well, we also continue to follow breaking news this morning on a story rocking Washington. The White House strongly denying that President Trump shared highly classified information with the Russians about a possible ISIS terror threat. Now, the information was reportedly disclosed during a meeting with the president had with Russian diplomats in the Oval Office last week. And this morning, President Trump confirmed that he did tell them. He tweeted this morning that he wanted to share facts about terrorism with Russia and that he had the right to do it.
Current and former U.S. officials reportedly told the Washington Post the president, quote, went off script and began describing details about an ISIS threat related to the use of laptop computers on aircraft. President Trump's national security advisor, H.R. McMaster, pushed back against the report last night. But lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are demanding answers about what happened.
6:51 now. Time to get a look at weather on the ones this morning with meteorologist Lisa Green.
Good morning. Some rain and thunder showers in the southern valley, some of them on the stronger side, producing some decent rain as well. Just heard from a viewer in Hankinson that said they got hit pretty hard. They got a little less than a 3/4 or a quarter of an inch rather of rain with that particular thunderstorm. So getting some good rain in the southern valley here as it starts to approach the FM area. So zooming in, you can see this line of storms stretching from Ellendale up through Lisbon and just north of Hankinson back over toward Wahpeton, Breckenridge. About to see another line roll through there. And then into Fergus Falls and right along Highway 10 in Ottertail County as well. That's where that storm system is located. We'll zoom in a little bit more on some of these more intense cells. You can see a lot of lightning associated with them and some heavy rain and potentially some small hail. Each one of these storm tracks indicates the direction of movement here. So we're moving to the north and east. Again, Wahpeton, Breckenridge getting hit right now. The next cell in central parts of Richland County heading up toward the Walcott and eventually the Christine area. And expanding farther north, Fargo, Moorhead, we're just on the edge of the dry weather at the moment. Kindred starting to see some rain, southern parts of Clay County too, and this is going to continue lifting northward with that lightning you can see there just down to the south toward Abercrombie. So expanding up to moving up to the northern valley, Hallock getting some good rain back over toward Grafton and Grand Forks County. Tri-State View, there's that line of showers and thunder showers, again lifting northward, but there's more rain and thunder to the south and west, and this whole system is moving northeastward. So our threat for rain and thunder continues into the rest of the morning and early afternoon. 57 degrees in Fargo and in Grand Forks. So very mild out there this morning, and you'll notice the moisture in the air too when you step out the door, especially if it's raining on you in those areas. Now we're looking at this is 7:30. We're seeing those showers and thunder showers moving northward and continuing, especially in the southern valley through the morning hours. Eventually this whole system again works its way to the north, runs into a little bit more stable air, so it's not going to be as intense. In fact, it'll weaken a bit into this afternoon, though we could still see a spotty area or two of rain pop up this afternoon. Temperatures in the 60s to some low 70s in most areas. I think most places, though, in the 60s, unless we can get some good sunshine. And then that wind kicks in out of the north behind this system and starts to usher in those cooler temps. Rainfall potential anywhere in green, more than a ½ inch of rain, and there's some pockets of 1 inch rain as well in some areas. So looking rather wet for the next 24 hours. Wednesday, we may see some more in the southern valley, and then we dry out, but we cool down 60s to even 50s into the weekend. Let's check in with Al.
At least we're out here on Interstate 94 this morning, and I'll tell you something, it's a very busy morning we have going, particularly for westbound traffic. Eastbound, no slouch either, but westbound I-94 is very, very busy. Travel speed is definitely strong this morning, the strongest I've seen in a while. 60 is very common, but 70, 75 miles an hour. Seeing a lot of that stuff out here this morning as well. Interstate 29 traffic is also brisk, particularly for northbound I-29. Make sure you're running with those lights on today. We need to see you. Willamette Valley today traffic.
It's now 6 minutes before 7. Opening up oysters over Facebook Live is the latest obsession for thousands of people. They're called pearl parties. You pay for an oyster, somewhere around $20. Then the host of the party opens it while you watch on social media, and the pearl that's inside is shipped to you.
A local jeweler, however, tells us that people need to be very careful with this trend because you really have no idea what you're buying. There have also been several complaints already posted about some pearl party companies. Some say the pearls that they got are fake. Others say the pearls never showed up. Well, in our schemes and ripoffs today, the VA has a warning about a simple mistake that we've all made, accidentally dialing the wrong phone number. There's now a fake phone line out there preying on those who are trying to reach the Veterans Choice Program. The number for the Choice Program starts with 1-866. The scam number begins with 1-800.
The VA says that fake line will offer you a $100 rebate if you give them your credit card number. The VA stresses that they would never ask for this information or offer an incentive. The sentence is in for a Fargo murder case, and it's raising some questions. Landon Luegi will spend 22.5 years in prison for killing Corey Terlecki. Terlecki's body was found at her home in South Fargo a year ago.
Now, the charges did carry a maximum penalty of up to life in prison without parole, but instead, the 23-year-old Luegi will be out when he's 45. Now, the prosecutor in the case says they do not believe that the sentence was enough for taking someone's life, but they said that they were concerned they might have lost the case if it went to trial. Well, as we head into pool and lake season, we've got an important reminder this morning about water safety. About 1,000 American children die from drowning every year. But a new survey has found that more than a third of parents say they would still allow their kids to be in a home, hotel, or neighborhood pool without adult supervision.
Experts strongly advise parents closely watch their children at all times, even if they're good swimmers. The barbecue season is here, and if you're looking for some new grilling recipes, you may want to sign up for an upcoming boot camp at NDSU.
The Valley Today's Ashley Bishop is joining us live this morning from NDSU, where she's learning about grilling, temperatures, rubs, all the stuff that you can check out at Barbecue Boot Camp. Hi, Ashley.
Good morning, guys. That's right. We've been learning about rubs and marinades and everything all morning long. Barbecue Boot Camp happening on Tuesday. You want to register by Friday. Why is it good, even if you're a seasoned griller, to come?
You'll always learn new recipe, just a new method to try grilling. It's a fun environment to learn something new and have a conversation about barbecue and agriculture. And
you'll learn all the recipes and everything. Right now, Billy's over here cutting up our meats. What did we cook this morning?
We got our maple blueberry brat. We got pork chop with our carnivore rub on it, pork chops with our cowboy rub on it, and then don't forget about the apples.
You want to make sure you're healthy, so have some fruits in there. Right. So this is what exactly is in this brat?
Dried blueberries and a dried maple granulated sugar. It creates a really good dry maple flavor, not so syrupy.
It's delicious, delicious. And then these rubs, the one has coffee in it.
Yes, the cowboy rub.
If they're making this at home, what advice do you have?
Grind the coffee very fine. That's about it. When you're rubbing your meat, just use if it doesn't stick, or rub until it sticks completely. That's our rule of thumb for rubbing.
And we also learned don't immerse it right into the spice that you're going to reuse.
Right. Well, then you leave meat juices in your spice, and then you got to throw it away. So
learn that tip. Yeah. Kyle and Lisa, we're out here eating. Maybe we'll bring you a little bit back.
A delicious breakfast from Barbecue Boot Camp.
Ashley Bishop reporting live. Thank you. To celebrate the grand opening of the new Sanford Medical Center in Fargo, a concert will be held June 21st for Sanford employees and their guests on the grounds of the new medical center.
Yeah, some big names in this lineup. You might remember when they broke ground, they had a concert with Train a few years ago. Well, this celebration will feature Fergie and Lionel Richie and a special guest, Carson Wentz. Now, the concert is not open to the public. However, there will be a community event with tours of the new medical center the next day.
Let's get our answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. About a third of Americans don't have this.
The answer, money in a savings account. Remember, you can take part in our question of the morning by heading to our Valley News Live Facebook page, where we invite you to join the conversation throughout the day. Just kind of making their way, the storms are through the valley this morning, Lisa Green.
Yeah, they're almost here in Fargo, Moorhead, especially in our southern parts of the metro. We're probably starting to see some sprinkles with some more intense storms a little farther south, working their way through Wilkin County, perhaps a little bit of hail in that particular stronger storm in Wilkin County. And again, Fargo, Moorhead, this is rolling in. Lots of lightning and potentially some small hail.
The Today Show and CBS This Morning are just about to get started, but the Valley Today rolls on.
We've got more live up-to-the-minute news and weather coming up right now on the Fargo CW.